how can a Project Fame winner now drives a cab for a living? That's the question on a lot of people's mind, yeah? All right, for those of us that do not know what I'm talking about, my name is Olawale Ojo, and I won Project Fame in 2013, and now I drive a cab for a living, while also pursuing my dream as a musician. Can I get a round of applause for that, please? Okay, I can start to tell you in details how hard I fell from grace to grass. I mean, nobody, how would I put it? That one won't help anybody, but on a second note, yeah, let's do this. Now imagine an Ekiti boy, a naive Ekiti boy, who just, you know, for the first time in his life, competed for a competition. I mean, entered for a competition as big as Project Fame, and suddenly winning, taking home millions of naira, a record deal, an SUV. Who wouldn't be excited to share something as wonderful as this? Listen. It's been so long since you left me, baby. You don't know how I feel. And you should know that you are still my darling. Let's see how that makes you feel. Oh, no one can take your place in my heart. Now you done make my head go gaga. Why can't you just come back home? Wale, oh, Wale, oh, Wale, I'ma get me, hey, baby Joe. Why me sire, baby, oh, my love, baby. Only if I had known what the future held. Okay, so fast forward to after winning Project Fame, I remember having a meeting with one of the top guns in the industry and a few players in the game. And after the meeting, I was called aside by one of them. And the guy categorically told me, "Guy, with this voice that you have, with the way you sing, trust me, you can never make it in this industry with this kind of voice." I mean, after that time, I had a couple of people tell me stuff like that, like, "Man, guy, don't be this kind of way that you know, see as Nigeria music be." They kind of told me how music has to be made for people to accept it. So somehow, I agreed with them. Wrong move, yeah? Over the years, I realized, after doing things the way people wanted me to do it, I realized that I had lost myself. I had totally just, it was like I was in another man's body. Do you understand? I realized I was no longer confident in myself. I mean, here is someone who would, you know, sing in front of thousands of people effortlessly before. I got to a stage in my life that I could not even perform without sipping like a shot of alcohol. I don't know if you understand, because I lost confidence in myself. I lost confidence in me. I was like people told me that, okay, this is how artists should dress, this is how artists should behave. I remember going for a show in Unilag at some point. I don't know, sorry to mention the name, but let me just do that. And while I was walking up to perform, one boy just said, see how this boy be. You never even get swag, you know, you understand? I literally allowed those comments, people that were not there with me, people that didn't know me when I was on the street of Ogumosh or selling phones, when I was a street boy, when I was nobody, they were not there. I neglected the music, the style of music that got me to that celebrity status in the first place. I neglected that path because I wanted to seek people's approval. Did you get it? So I became lost, literally. And I looked at it all the friends that were there that were like, my guy, he's my guy. We used to drink Gary together. I couldn't find most of them anymore. I mean, I was homeless at some point. I could hardly feed myself. I could hardly pay my bills. I'm the firstborn of my family, and you know how it is when you're the firstborn. There's this ego that comes with it, you understand? So at that point, I was like, how? How do I go from here? Then I was left with like 2 options. I thought about it. Why not sell your car? What I had left was my car. I thought about it. Why not sell your car? And you know, you've tried to put out music the way people want you to do it. You spend money to promote, everything on go. Why can't you just sell your car and use the money to probably drop a video and all that? And I thought about it. If you sell this car, the proceeds from this car might not even shoot a proper video and promote it. So I was left with the option of doing taxi with it. And I thought, like, some of my friends, when they heard about the taxi idea, like, they were like, how can, like, they were kind of surprised that how would a celebrity would stoop so low to become a taxi driver. Of course, I had the option of giving the car to someone to drive for me and give me the money every month. But I wasn't doing anything. For God's sakes, there were times I would be at home from morning till night just praying and wishing that things would get better. But I realized that prayer does not do the trick if you don't work. Do you understand? So you can't just pray and believe that God would. So I took that out of the way. I took the pride. So on this fateful day, I picked up someone. Her name is Tokwe Delano, and the first thing she said when she entered the car was, "Sorry, are you not the Olawale 1M10 Project Fame?" I was like, "Yeah, I want M10 Project Fame." "Why are you not doing music?" "Yeah, I still do music. If you want to hear my new single, can I play it for you? I featured Dotman on it, but the video is not out. Can you?" Okay, I played it. I went, "Wow, such a nice music. I don't know. I would like to," because the trip was a long one. It was from the island to the mainland. So eventually, when I was speaking with her during the trip, she was really like, "Wow, please, can you grant me an interview? Can you just share your story with the world?" And that was what, I mean, that interview got me here today. And trust me, I am not ashamed of anything. And even if I could go back, I would not change a thing, because I realized that it was actually important for me to lose everything, for me to realize the most important thing to me, which is being true to myself. And now, I mean, if we live our lives to please people, if because of the fear of rejection or the fear of comparison and all that, if we do not live our lives to the fullest, how are we supposed to live then? Because we feel that we would not get the approval of people, we don't do what is true to us, how are we supposed to live then? I can say this for a fact, that I know who I am. My name is Olawale Ojo. I am a part-time cab driver, and I am a singer who is ready to take the world by the grace of God. Thank you so much for this opportunity, and I would leave you to this. I will leave you with this. No matter what it is that you believe so much in your heart, for any reason, do not let the fear of what people would say or what people would feel about you, because they can never know how it feels to be in your shoe. Do not let the fear of what people will say to you stop you from moving forward, from doing what is that thing that you believe in. Thank you so much. My name is Olawale Ojo. Thank you.